Everyone. It is the start of a new week. Well, actually, it's the start of the work week. The new week started yesterday, but it is Monday, everything about all Monday mindset. Good morning, everyone. This is Carol Sue, aka with a hoarse voice, live with
TwoSistas. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Janice, aka Wellness Diva 5.0. Yes, we love Mindset Mondays. And did you also know that today is National Relaxation Day?
No, I did not know that. Did you get an alert about that?
Well, in my content planner in Canva, it lists out all the different holidays or events, and I'm like, never heard of that one. And on a Monday, it must have been set up by a man, I guess. I don't know, because I would do like relaxation day maybe for a Sunday would just be my thought on that. So I chuckled at that like National Relaxation Day.
Yeah, I mean, that and relaxation really is all about your mindset as well, because we have to relax that. We have to not only physically relax and give ourselves that break, pampering ourselves, maybe doing something that you absolutely love that's totally vibing and relaxing, but also turning off like things that get your brain perked going, maybe rumbled, maybe in such a manner that you're like, oh, my mind is always spinning. It's always going. It just doesn't stop. Maybe you are one that tends to overthink things, although we got a lot of people out there like that. Excuse me. Maybe you have troubles, woes. Maybe you've got all these projects in your head and you're thinking, where do I begin? Sometimes it's really good to just slow down, to unwind, to relax not only the body, but really relax the mind. And a lot of times the great way to do that is to really lie down in a very comfortable spot, get your body in a really comfortable position, and really start from your toes all the way up and actually physically say, relax my toes, let my ankles go, maybe, take your ankles and roll them. Really just let the muscles just calm. And there's so many great tools on how to accomplish that with, within your ability to use maybe your media devices for something good. Maybe put on some relaxing music, some spa type music. A lot of times there are a lot of people that are very good, that really have that relaxing voice, that really put you in that state that will help you get into that very relaxing state. But you really have to kind of block the general noise out. And let's face it, in this day and age, where do you find that comfort spot, that relaxing spot that you call your space at home that just puts you in that zen? A lot of times that's difficult for us. If you've got children running around, young children, you're getting kids ready for school, maybe you're getting ready for your work, and you say, okay, it's relaxation day, but I gotta go to work. It's relaxation day, but I gotta run the kids here and there. Find your happy spot, even if you're only allowing yourself, 15 minutes. I'm telling you, when you just give yourself that time, let everything go. You just go, wow.
Yeah, you do. Let everything go. Focus on your breathing. I mean, think about, for instance, how when we are sitting at our desks in front of our computers and you feel your muscles very tense. Sometimes when I don't realize that I'm doing it, but when I get up every hour and I set my timer on my cell phone because sometimes so engrossed on the project that I'm working on my computer. And when that happens, it's like a trigger for me. Oh, wow. Like all of a sudden, because, you're working so intensely on something, my upper shoulders, my upper traps, everything seems to tighten up. Sometimes we don't realize that we're doing that. So it's just like, to let everything go and, move around and stretch. And the funny thing was I was doing that this morning because my upper traps are a little sore. I'm, doing some different types of workouts and stuff like that. My computer screen rolled forward and it was kind of funny when I think about it. And thank God I was right there. Like, I honestly don't know what happened, but I was able to catch it, and I'm like, oh my God. It was kind of funny when you think about it. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. Like, if your shoulders feel tense, that means your mid to upper traps, you are like holding on to everything. Let it go in such a gentle way. Oh, and kind of a sidebar, I wanted to share today's word of the day, which I will be posting on my Pinterest account. And I thought it was kind of funny. Loquacious. It's an adjective, excessively talkative, but usually in an articulate and fluent way.
How do you pronounce that again?
Loquacious.
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 Loquacious. Very interesting. I could relate to that.
And of course, I don't know if you hear all the sounds in the background there, courtesy of you know who.
No, you don't. Yeah, I don't hear a thing.
Good.
No, I don't hear a thing. Silence is golden on my end.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes, it is. But, Monday is also a good day to, like, besides obviously take part in National Relaxation Day, is also to, spend a few minutes and say, organize my week. What do I got going? Has my calendar? Do I got my, all my appointments in order? Do I know where I'm going? Sometimes you got it all in order, but you don't look at it.
Right. And
to me a couple of times last week. I had like very busy week last week, and there's a couple of points. I mean, I got to everything, was not late to one thing, but surprisingly, because there was a few mornings that I forgot to look at my calendar, and then when I did, once I realized, I'm like, ooh. So sometimes we get, thinking that we're organized we're actually doing the organization. We organize our brain, we know what's going on, but then we don't complete the task and we forget. So, but good thing I caught everything before we get to that point. But sometimes we do that. We over-organize, and then we're like, now what? Now what? So, just double check what you're doing, make sure you got coordination going on. So you're not put yourself in that pickle where you're like, what do I do? And, a Monday's also another good day to decide, did I get my projects in order? Do I have any projects that I've got going? Do I got something I want to organize? Do I want to, donate? Do I want to clean out stuff? And it's just a good day to kind of set the whole tone for the whole week, I think. And that has to do with your mindset as well.
Sure, it does. Like, for instance, both you and I, well, you're traveling this upcoming week. I'm traveling, I leave next Sunday. So I'm like looking at, starting to make my list, like gearing up for that. And, all those little nuances that go along with that. And I gotta say, at first it was starting to stress me out a tad. I'm like, no, wait a minute, I've got my list started, I'll be fine. And it's to write that stuff down, because a lot of things that, originally I was thinking I would take my Mac, but, let's be realistic here. It's not, I don't want to travel with my Mac. And, I've got my 2 laptops. It's, of course, more than enough. But I'm thinking ahead because of my eyesight being able to see on the screen. So I'm trying to make sure that I have everything all set up in my Google Drive, so that when I'm there, I don't really I know that it's there and I can see it, but at least I don't have to create it. Like, it's already created, because it's, it's just very difficult now for me with the, like, if you receive my emails now, everything is a bigger print because I can't see. So,
well, that's the beauty of different applications. You do have that ability to change the font, and a lot of, like, even on my phone, I have a larger font on my phone, and Frugally the Great, somebody will say, "My Lord, look at the size of your font." And I said, yeah, well, why would I not make it, if I have the ability to make it easier to read, even with glasses, why wouldn't I do that? there's no shame in that game. Put it bigger. If you need it bigger, do it. Whatever makes things, simplifies them for more efficiency. Why wouldn't you do it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, I got to make sure that I don't know if I told you this, but I invested I had to get another, excuse me, laptop, because my older laptop, the sound doesn't work. So now I have to make sure that I have things set up on there so that I can get to it easy enough, and I can get to work stuff on the other one. So I'm like, that planning stuff. So yeah, and of course, what we're going to bring, and then of course we're bringing the mug heads with us. So that'll be an interesting drive to the DC area.
God bless you. But it is Monday Mindset. What are things that you're going to focus on? Are you going to focus on, you know what? I'm going to take an hour to myself today. Do it. Whatever you've got to do to get that mindset in gear. Maybe your day's already in the midst of planning and you're in the thick of things and you're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get my planning done till later on in the day. Doesn't matter when you get to it, just do it. Your future self, and I mean, your immediate future self will be more grateful that you did take the time to do it. Because again, it's about simplifying our lives so that we're more efficient with our time. Being organized really takes effort, but what happens is when your mind gets used to doing it, and you know what, you could be doing it on a Sunday, you could be doing it on a Saturday, whatever day of the week you find that you want to organize about what's upcoming for yourself, take that moment to do it, because the more, like I said, the more you do it, the more it becomes natural, and then your mind kind of looks forward to that. Oh my God, it's Saturday, where I am today, or maybe it's a Sunday that you decide that you're going to do that. You look forward to like mapping out your week. It becomes part of your habits, and habits do not come unless you do them often and do them regularly. So it's a great way to keep your mindset in check, but also the mindset of just relaxing, being kind to yourself. Knowing that, today you gave it all, your all, maybe you're coming off of a weekend where, you let yourself go. You're just, we're on track with your health and your wellness. That's okay. Today's a new day. Today's a new day. Your slate is clean, and let's get it going with your mindset. So start with that first. And I promise you all the other pieces of the pie, the recipe that you're making for your life, will come together.
And as you were saying wellness, it made me think of my 3 steps, and I've done 2. I forgot to put my my patch on.
Your
My
DFT,
DFT.
Derma Fusion Technology. Yes, yesterday we had a great gathering to share all about health and wellness and the simplicity of the 3 easy steps, starting with gut health. The other cool piece about all that is it's so good to get together and talk about health and wellness, but we actually, we had all recipes all ready to go and made. We made some Thrive Bites. We made Thrive peanut butter balls. We had some great vegan cupcakes. We had protein muffins. We had great chicken with a cauliflower crust. We had an excellent shrimp recipe with a dairy-free kind of mixture with avocado and cucumber. And we had a awesome macaroni salad that was also completely dairy-free. So we're just trying different pieces of the puzzle, different recipes, and making them into a healthier version of the version that people mostly would use. And everyone was delighted with the food. I mean, we really were very creative with it. And it was such a fun event. And like I said, anytime you're talking about health and wellness, leads to other things that, women, because it was all women until the hubby showed up later in the day, but it was all women. And you get to chat, you get to kind of let your guard down, talked about different things that, either inspire us or problem areas that we're working on or what works for us, but doesn't work for us. So it was a great afternoon.
That sounds amazing. Delivery charges to North Haven?
Well, not today, sometime this week. We'll have to share some of those recipes, but yeah, it's always good I love trying out different things and, like a favorite thing that you have, and then reinventing it, and then realizing, wow, it tastes just as good, but it's healthier. I love that.
And this, doesn't that make you feel good? Like healthy does the body good, right? And that sounds like an old dairy commercial, but
It does.
healthy does a body good. Think about, okay, I want to partake in, trying these different recipes, and they're good for you.
I know a lot of times, like we talk about that. Sometimes the word healthy or healthy version gets a bad rap. So I'm going to kind of rephrase that to like a tasty version, a tastier version, or whatever. Because when people hear that, they just automatically think, oh, it's not going to taste good, and it's wrong. It's just how you're using different ingredients that complement the recipe in a new way. That's all it is.
Absolutely. And isn't that awesome on this Mindset Monday, National Relaxation Day?
I love it. I love it. So what do you got cooking for the relaxation day part?
Well, always a lot happening over here. I have a doctor's appointment today, and then I'm doing another podcast, and just lots of good stuff. And I'm just feeling really good about where I am with, being up to date, taking care of all my little goals and the tasks associated with that. It's a good feeling. Feels good to be ahead of the curve.
Well, this girl for relaxation, because that's good. Then it's not too relaxing. I'm talking about relaxing.
Oh, relaxing. I will probably
National Relaxation Day.
Yeah.
Like flow. So yeah, I think I'm gonna hit a float.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
I wish I could partake in that with you. And just another sidebar, we went from it being 90 degrees, flipping hot, like for like a month and a half, right? And then it was like the boom was lowered, and now it's cooler. Like one day it's flipping hot, and now it's cooler. So, definite change, excuse me, in the weather, which is always interesting. And the garden update looks like the deer or somebody was poking at all the they apparently like cucumbers, so not sure how many cucumber plants we have left, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, no, we were, I think yesterday we got up to, I think, about 93. Then we had a little shower, and then it cooled down a little bit. So it's, for me, I'm so used to the 90-degree weather now. It doesn't bother me.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
So I'm hoping it's warm when I come up. I don't want it to be too cold.
Right, exactly. Well, we'll be a little cooler in the morning for sure.
What's the temperature there now?
I don't know. Hey, Google, what's the temperature?
The temperature in North Haven right now is 65 degrees.
Holy man. 65. Wow. That's chilly.
Yes. And I'll be wearing my little jacket thing over my shoulders when I go out today. And on that note, Mindset Monday, Relaxation Day. We hope you have an amazing day, and know that the little steps that you take to your goals will lead to a tastier, healthier outcome. My name is Janice, aka Wellness Diva 5.0, and I am with TwoSistas,
and this is Carol Sue, aka Naughty Boss, most definitely getting my relaxation day on and my mindset going with all things good, healthy, and vibrant. We wish you a great Monday. Remember to take that time for yourself. It's so important. It really sets the tone, and it really, you're really valuing and honoring yourself when you do that. We all need that. It's a really important piece to health and wellness. And with that, we will see you tomorrow for Triumph Tuesday. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone.